A woman joins a golf club. When she hears the guys talking about their golf round, she says, "I played on my college's golf team. I was pretty good. Mind if I join you next week?" No one wants to say yes, but they're on the spot. Finally, one man says, "Okay, but we start at 6:30 a.m. He figures the early tea time will discourage her. The woman says this may be a problem and asks if she can be up to 15 minutes late. They roll their eyes but say, "Okay." She's there at 6:30 am sharp and beats all of them with an eye-opening 2 under par round. She's fun and pleasant, and the guys are impressed. They congratulate her and invite her back the next week. She smiles and says, "I'll be there at 6:30 or 6:45. The next week she again shows up at 6:30 sharp. Only this time she plays left-handed. The three guys are incredulous as she still beats them with an even par round despite playing with her offhand. They're totally amazed. They can't figure her out. She's very pleasant and a gracious winner. They invite her back again, but each man harbors a burning desire to beat her. The third week, she's 15 minutes late, which irritates the guys. This week she plays right-handed and narrowly beats all three of them. The men grumble that her late arrival is petty gamesmanship on her part. However, she's so charming and complimentary of their strong play, they can't hold a grudge. This woman is a riddle no one can figure out. They have a couple of beers in the clubhouse, and finally one of the men asks her, "How do you decide if you're going to golf right-handed or left-handed?" The lady blushes and grins. "When my dad taught me to play golf, I learned I was ambidextrous," she replies. "I like to switch back and forth. When I got married after college, I discovered my husband always sleeps in the nude. From then on, I developed a silly habit. Right before I leave in the morning for golf practice, I pull the covers off him. If his willy points to the right, I golf right-handed. If it points to the left, I golf left-handed." The guys think this is hysterical. Astonished at this bizarre information, one of the guys says cheekily, "What if it's pointing straight up?" She says, "Then I'm 15 minutes late." An Australian golfer was talking to his barber while getting a new haircut for his upcoming trip to the Masters golf tournament in Augusta. He was overly excited about the trip and taking his wife to the US. The barber asked, "Why the hell would you want to go to the US? It's tough getting through customs, and you're going to be standing in lines for hours in dirty, crowded airports, surrounded by cranky, tired people after a long, boring flight." "We're going through Los Angeles on Qantas." "Well, in my opinion, LAX is the worst. And Qantas, mate? They're also bad news in my opinion. The flights are not on time, the food stinks, and the flight attendants couldn't care less. They are awfully slow." The barber continued speaking as he was cutting hair. "It's better to watch the Masters golf tournament on TV, mate. It's too crowded over there. You'll be standing way back and several rows deep and won't see much. There are long queues for everything, especially the portaloos. Save your money, mate. TV is a lot easier. By the way, there are hardly any hotels over there. Where are you staying?" The tour guide has that all arranged. "Yeah, tour guide, sure. He'll give you each a pillow and put you both in a toilet and charge you for the Taj Mahal. He just wants your money, and they don't care about repeat business." 3 weeks later, the customer returned after the trip for another haircut. The barber asked him how it went. "It was wonderful. The golf was fantastic. Not only were we on schedule in one of Qantas's brand new planes, but it was overbooked, and they bumped us up to first class. The food and wine were wonderful, and I had a beautiful flight attendant wait on my wife and me hand and foot. She even brought us a nightcap." "Okay. How were the airports?" "We got through LAX easily, no problem. And the hotel was great. They just finished a multi-million-dollar super renovation, and it's the finest place in the area. The hotel was overbooked, so they gave us the presidential suite at no extra charge. We even had a butler who accompanied us to the golf tournament and waited on us, all compliments of the hotel. Well, muttered the barber, you just got incredibly lucky. But I know you didn't see any of the player interviews. We followed Adam Scott and his caddy, a Kiwi, Steve Williams. The tour guide made sure we were always up front, and we could see it all. We even saw Adam's putt go in on the 10th green to win the playoff. When Adam walked off the green after the celebration, the Adam noticed us and told something to Steve. And Steve came over and told us Adam was so grateful for all the support, and he could tell we were Aussies when he heard us cheer. Steve said Adam really appreciated our support coming from so far away, and invited us to go with him into the clubhouse to see him receive his first green jacket. Are you shitting me? The barber said. So, we went into the clubhouse with Adam and witnessed him getting his green jacket. Then Adam came up to my wife and I and talked with us. Wow, really? What did he say to you? He said, "Who fucked up your hair?"